Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm gonna make a little video here from my property up north in Michigan, that is. And I have my iPad. I'm gonna discuss one article, one issue, and that is one reaction which you can maybe not, I don't want to say generalize it, but one reaction of one important individual that will reveal other issues than only the reaction of that individual to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, you know, Charlie Kirk was assassinated by a person who, I'm not going to go more than, could not debate, I guess, so has to silence free speech. But it's the reaction. You can't control what other people do. All you can control is what you do. So in this case, if someone commits a crime, it's your reaction, if any reaction, to the crime. And you could choose to, some deer tracks here. You can choose to shut your mouth. You can choose to speak up. You can promote issue A or you can promote issue B. So that is, you are okay, you support the action, you do not like the action, or you shut the hell up. These are the three, or just be a weasel and say nothing while saying something. You know, like blah, 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 but actually don't say anything about the issue. So we have here a guy from the Oxford University. You know, Oxford and Cambridge in England. Those are, I think, still the most prestigious universities in England. If you want me to use Great Britain, United Kingdom, let's not get tangled into details, unnecessary details. They are prestigious universities. And if you know, and if you don't, these guys in Oxford, the guys who owned, the people who owned Oxford, and that is, I'm talking about the club, the debate club in Oxford. They invite speakers and they organize debates between different individuals. Charlie Kirk was invited at one point and debated this guy who became the president of the Oxford University in England debate club. And they had a debate. That means I exchange ideas. I don't like your ideas. I tell you why. I tell you why I think your ideas are not viable or not good, I think, and my ideas, and I support my ideas. This is how in our civilization we solve things. Sometimes, you know, go and smack others and so on, that's a different story. But in this case, you go to Oxford, organized by civilization, but who's the president? And the president celebrated the death of the conservative, as they call him, Charlie Kirk. And then he comes with an apology, which is actually doubling down. But who is this guy? Is he an Irish guy? At least let's make it, let's start from the beginning. Is he a English guy? It's Oxford, England. For them only, for their children. That was founded by English. It was not founded by, I don't know, Asians, Africans, Romanians, or whatever, Europeans, by English. So now the president of this club, I will show you who he is. The president of Oxford Debate Club is a guy, and I will show you the name. I will read it for you. I will not make things up. I'm going to give you my interpretation of how did we allow this thing to happen. And it's important because the guy is ready to continue hurting us. Here you have. This is the article coming from Russia Today. What do I have here? Okay. Oxford, I'm going to show you the title. Russia Today. Oxford, trying to get the debate club president, elect, celebrated Charlie Kirk's murder. So he was elected democratically. Okay, he was elected. Why? He probably has the biggest balls, right? So in his apology, his name is George a baronie. A baronie. A baronie. I don't know what you want. You see over there, George? That's his name. And this is his face. Can you pick up? All right. Has blamed the conservative influencers, which is Kirk or was, own statements and media for amplifying his quote-unquote impulsive reaction. So this is the debate they had. These guys right here, they're in front of in Oxford University. I watched them when, we're having interesting people coming over. And this is Kirk, obviously. And this is a Barnadier with a t-shirt. He is laid back. He's laid back. The other guy is in suit, like we are. He is laid back with dreadlocks, what the fuck ever he has over there. So the president-elect, who was elected by these guys, man, democracy. But that guy who was elected doesn't like our democracy, actually. So, the president-elect of the prestigious Oxford Union Debating Society, George Abaranoye, who had sparred with Charlie Kirk earlier this year, mocked the murder of the conservative opponent in a series of social media posts he has since retracted. So he felt that he should attack a dead person because the dead person cannot defend himself anymore, and he is entitled to an opinion. I'm talking about the Bayanu. He's entitled to an opinion and so on, and we are entitled to analyze his opinion. All right, so this is what it says. Kirk, 31, was fatally shot. Pakaraka, pakataka, pakabaka. And this is what the guy said. I'm going to show you. And I want you to read the top, if you can. You got it? I'll read it for you. I'm quoting this debater, this elected debater. And I'm quoting, Charlie Kirk got shot. Let's fucking go. What do you mean? So I'm going to give you the exact quote without the dots, or asterisks, or whatever those are. Charlie Kirk got shot. Let's fucking go. Do you mean like go where? Another one? Attack people like him? Is that an incitement to violence? Let's the fucking go. To where exactly? Keep going to what? To assassinations? Or to the people? Is that what it is? Because here it says, the Afro-British debater, he's a debater, wrote in WhatsApp group chat, according to screenshots circulating among Oxford students and UK media. Too late. You allow these fuckers to be around you and tell you, let's fucking go, keep going. Where exactly? All right. He also added, and I'm going to, it says, scoreboard fin. I don't know what it is. Scoreboard fin. A reference to video game kill statistics. This is your guy. The guy that you allowed in your country, probably fucking your wife, a woman fucking a guy and then having this guy over there, and nevertheless, it's her right. Now he was elected, all right? A reference to video game kill statistics. On Instagram, he posted, and I'm quoting, Charlie Kirk got shot, lul. Lul. L-O-L. So right here, look at the first, lul, yeah. Look at the first paragraph and read it on your own if you think I am BSing, all right? This is the guy, Abaranoye, who had debated Kirk on toxic masculinity. That's an invention. It's masculinity, it's femininity, all right? But anyway, they want us to be what? Like him, Pusey. He wants us to be feminine, and they want the women to be masculine. What's going on here? Because somehow femininity is better than masculinity. All you need to do is just look at the Queen of England along the years, and you tell me how many crimes were committed at her Majesty's orders. If you want to go further, you can go further to whatever her battery was in Battery. What the hell was her name? And many. Marie Antoinette. If you want to look right now, who is in charge of the European Union? Women, and doing fantastic job they're doing. And they try to behave like what? Like a man, like masculine. I'm going to give you von der Leyen. I'm going to give you the imbecile foreign minister of the European Union. If you want top diplomat, Kaja Kallas. If you want, and I think the prime minister of, what's the Denmark, Finland. They're all You go to Lithuania, Latvia, and all these countries, non-countries, I mean, whatever they are, being all females, man, because they are more compassionate, but they want to fight Russia. Oh, I thought it was a man toxic masculinity feature. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I don't want to fuck a masculine woman, just so you know. And I don't think a woman doesn't want to fuck a feminized man. I mean, they could have that, but I don't think that's what nature got in store for us. So he said here, the remarks calling them impulsive and made prior to Charlie being pronounced dead. He insisted, and I'm quoting, nobody deserves to be the victim of political violence, but argued that Kirk's, and I'm quoting, horrific and dehumanizing statements on gun rights, Gaza, and LGBTQ issues had shaped the, quote-unquote, raw, unprocessed response. He also complained that the media had ignored this reaction while amplifying the debated deleted comments. The Oxford University leadership quickly moved to distance itself. No, you didn't know this snake was over there already? I could tell you, just look at him. And you already know he's a snake. What, Gaza, LGBTQ, and what was the other one? Toxic masculinity. You already know who that person is. What's going on here? You already know who that person is. All right. Itself, and says current president, and I will show you who the current president is. Musa Haraja. Another fledged English guy. Right here, let me show you. Right here, the last paragraph on the bottom. Not the last one, right there. What's that name over there? Muja Magazuga Buguguja. All right, his name is English Charles Wilkinson. No, is Musa Haraj. Okay. Condemned Baranoya's remarks as inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable. Now, I think they were inciting to violence, and I think they incite to a certain kind of racial violence. I think, that's my opinion. I can have it as a free human being, as wrong as it may sound. And I don't think it's wrong whatsoever. That's why I say it. Now, stressing they do not represent the debating society's values. Yeah, but if that person was voted to be the president, that means the people who voted for Aya when they voted, they agreed with his stance. So that means all these guys, like the Russians, if they support Putin's criminal war in Ukraine, they're all guilty supporting Putin's idiotic war. No? Here doesn't work the same way. So they're all guilty for voting for this instigator to violence, by the way. And he says, former club president James Price. Now there we have an English guy here. James Price, all right, something that represents England, all right, resigned from its charitable trust in protest, saying the president-elect had doubled down. Doubled down instead of apologizing. Oxford University, formerly independent from the debating society, said it deplores comments appearing to endorse violence, end quote. I think that's what it is. And Baroness Valerie Amos, Master of University College, where Abayonuza studies. He's very studying, yeah, okay. Called the remarks abhorrent, but confirmed no disciplinary action would be taken. I'm not saying he should. I think he should be probably investigated for the threats, for instigating to violence. So no disciplinary, but I think someone else has to. Remember, in Great Britain nowadays, if you are insensitive and you use memes, the police arrest you. They come and arrest you. I want this guy to be held to the same standards. Okay? Not lower, not higher. So when you tell me university did not sanction him, I don't talk about the university. I want you to enforce the law of the land. But they will not. The same as they don't do it with the Pakistani gangs in England. Sounds familiar? Do you know what I'm talking about? If not, do 2 clicks. All right, what else is here? But confirmed no disciplinary action would be taken, saying they did not breach free speech rules. Oh, okay, all right. I'm all for it. If they did not breach free speech rules, then people who are insensitive or people who are really hateful, free speech, I'm all for that, but make it across the board. So Abayanu is doing that and he said, let's fucking go. What do you think exactly he meant by that? What exactly he meant by that? I tell you, I tell you what he meant. He went, keep going with what we started, or he started. That's an incitement, direct incitement to violence. I'm listening. Nothing will happen with Abayanu. Probably he's going to be forced to get the fuck out, and it's going to be another balabalazoo new president. And that's it. Good job, Mr. Smith, Robinson, and others. Remember, and I said this so many times, people who claim they were abused or abused, when they get the upper hand, they will pay back in more horrible ways than the oppressors did. So the oppressed will tend to oppress more than the person who was not oppressed. That's not me, that's psychological studies. So just so you know, when or if they will be allowed to be in charge of you, they will come for these guys and say, you owe me, and let's fucking go. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.